Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a powerful truth. It's necessary. This simple yet profound statement is the cornerstone of success and personal growth. There are things in life that we must do, not because they are easy, but because they are essential for our development, for our dreams, and for our future. It's necessary to push through challenges, to face our fears, and to step out of our comfort zones. It's necessary to make sacrifices, to stay disciplined, and to remain focused on our goals. Today, I challenge you to embrace what is necessary in your life, to commit to doing whatever it takes to achieve your dreams. Let's explore why it's necessary and how it can transform your life. I believe in Mr. Washington. Hey, young man. Yes, sir. What would you like to do? Sir, I want to buy a house for my mom. I need to take care of my mom. Do you? Yes, sir. I want my mom to be proud of me. You say you want to make your brother happy, but how? Your fight with someone else got you in trouble with the dean the other day, sir. They called me DT, which means dumb twin. Are you going to fight them? Yes, sir. Why, Brown? Why? Anger is like a gust of wind that puts out the mind's lamp. How can I get even, sir? Explain. They always make fun of me because I learn things more slowly than other people. I'm not like my Miami sister who goes to school there. I'm not like my brother. People always say that I'm like him. Do you want to get back at Mr. Brown? Yes, sir. He told the young man, you remember things well. Yes, I do. Yes, sir. Do you remember these lyrics by Frank Sinatra? A huge win is the best payback. Be very, very good. That's how you even things out. Thanks, sir. Hey, Mr. Brown. Yes, sir. Let me know why you signed those papers. What do you want to say? It's the first time a student in special education has been labeled as mentally retarded and sent back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade. You did badly in 8th grade. I fought for you. I noticed something about you. Great things are possible for you. I understand that you're not as quick as your brother. I know you're not like your sister and Margaret. But you're hungry, sir. I fought so you could get that. I saw your name too. It made no sense to me. You gave it to someone else, though. What were you thinking? Several teachers told me that he wouldn't be at Florida University to help me. Dear Mr. Washington, he told me that I would not make it to Florida if I did not make the honor roll at Booker T. Washington High School. Oh, and M, you've been like a father to me. I would never do anything that would make you look bad. I know it's hard for you, Mr. Brown, but once you learn something because you're hungry, you get it. You're good at it. He said, it doesn't matter what they said. Did you really think you could go there and finish, to be honest, sir? No, sir, not without you, sir. Hey, Mr. Brown. Yes, sir. Pay attention to me. Yes, sir. You have to sometimes believe that someone believes in you before you start to believe yourself. You have to sometimes believe that someone believes in you before you start to believe yourself. The person who asked you to join their group obviously saw something good in you. The person who asked you to join their team thought you were great. You need people around you who can see things you can't. Find the person who helped you get the job and say, thank you. Robert Boyd hired me for Best Line Products, and I told him, thank you, Bob. I'm not going to let you down because I don't know what you saw. Because you're looking for eagles in this business, you find the person who hired you. You don't want to find people who need more. People who want more are what you need. Let's all say that it's possible. Everyone, we can do it together. I can make my dreams come true. Every day I will work on myself. Every day I'm going to change the way I think. I'm going to listen to radio shows. Every day I would read 10 to 15 pages of something good. I'm going to turn off the TV and start living my life. Let's agree on this. You need to clean up your life. How many of you really want to reach your goals, ladies and gentlemen? Please raise your hands. Wonderful. This question was asked by Jim Rohn. Take a look at the people in your life and ask yourself, what does this relationship do for me? You need to let go of some people in order to move on to the next level. Let's say it together. Let go or get dragged. Some people, because they are down in the dumps, they're emotionally hungry. They'll wear you out. You want to spend time with people who can help you learn and grow. Athens Dr. Dennis Kimball said that if you're the best person in your group, you should find a new one. Les, can I make those changes? Not at all. It's a full-time job. Changing who you are. Certain individuals are at ease with being negative and willing to be victims. Some people are so negative that they can grow when they walk into a dark room. Oh, be good. Is my medicine wearing off now? You mean when you want to make more money, you need to get real. A lot of money can be lost in one sickness. Last year, 95% of people who filed for bankruptcy did so because of high medical bills. Some say that money won't make you happy, but everyone wants to know for sure. A friend of mine, Rita Davenport, said that money isn't important, but it's important enough to name. Also, guys, let me tell you something. You got some money, even if you're poor like I am. Women will like something about you. He has earlobes that look like Tony Tom Cruise's. He has to walk like Robert Downey Jr. When I was really poor, I would walk by the bank and set off the alarm. Creditors would call our kid's house, and when someone answered, they'd say, "My dad, he ain't home." They would sometimes hear me on the phone. "Could I please talk to Les Brown? I'm sorry, but he's not here." It sounds like Les Brown. Big boy, don't go there. Oh my God, wolf dog. You can't buy happiness with that money, but it can help you get started on this thing called life. Here's something else. Note this down. You'll fail all the way to the top. There are people who seem like good prospects. They're going to let you down and make you feel bad. People should be there to support you and push you to do your best. That person is going to be the most discouraged person in the club. Before things get better for you, things are going to get really bad. Don't think it's strange that when you dream, you'll be on fire from this world. You're not going to. Perhaps you will go through hard times. How many of you know that's true? Please raise your hands. Things will happen to you, so don't whine about it. Don't tell everyone. 80% don't care and 20% are glad you said it. Don't give up. Keep exploring and things will work out. Everyone is going through life. Everyone. Let's jump together and let your wings grow as you go down. You have to be willing to take risks if you want to be in charge of your life. You have to be ready for people to talk about you and for people to say no. You have to be ready to fail over and over again. You're not like everyone else. You're a business owner. You're weird. You're not like everyone else. The world we live in makes us talk about our flaws more than our strengths. Because of this, most people can't see how they could do better. But you're not like them. You'll see things they don't. And I want to encourage everyone in this room. You're here for a reason. How many of you know people who should be here? Please raise your hands. Yes, but what do you know? They are where they should be. Where their thoughts have taken them is where they belong. Where their thoughts take them is where they really are. Everyone is where they should be. Here's something else. Find information that is good. Please write this down. There is Les Brown on my Facebook page. We put up a good word there every day. Every day at Brown Les. Since you're here, please write this down as we are going to send you something called Presenter Power. You will have the chance to watch some movies that will show you the way. That being said, I'll tell you what I plan to send you. I'm going to send you 7 useful tips on how to tell great stories. Just send me an email at me@yesbrown. Come and ask for the 7 rules. Make it clear that you are at this gathering. We'll send it to you for free. It will help you figure out how to tell your story. What I did to begin this talk was tell my story. I was born in Liberty City, a poor part of Miami, Florida, born with a twin brother in an empty building. Do you remember that I told you my mom worked as a housekeeper on Miami Beach, making beds and cooking for families? Do you remember that I told you that? That's right. Your story gives you power. How many of you have been through something? Please raise your hands. How many of you have been through certain things? Please raise your hands. How many of you have gone briefly crazy at some point in your lives like I have? Lift your talent and tell your story. There is a PowerPoint that can help you tell your story. I've told my story at Harvard and Yale and in other places around the world. You also have a story. This is what the power of the story does and why it's important in your speech. Setting up your business, why it will give you an edge and how to get people to join. 2. How many of you would like to get a player? Please raise your hands. Okay, this is what your story does. Note this down. Distract. Watch how people live their lives based on the story they tell themselves. By telling your story, you break up your presentation, whether it's to one person, a small group, or a large group. As you talk about your business, keep in mind that you are on a path to financial freedom. This is what psychologists call their self-explanatory style. You are cutting them off in the middle of their story. So take a break. Let's get it out of the way. Distract. This is the other one. Do not agree. You're breaking down their narrow belief system by going through your presentation, which will show you how to do. They've been taught to only believe in having a job. Being poor and unhappy is a trip that people take. They go to work and are paid just enough to keep them from quitting, and they work just hard enough to keep from getting fired. You might say that person has mixed feelings. Watching someone you dislike drive their car off a cliff. They're gone, but not in my car. Can you feel me up here? Up here? Do you feel me? In the United States, 87% of people go to jobs they hate. Also, guess what? They hope they don't get fired. That is not a way to live. That's the reason you're here. What did you just say? I'm not leaving like this. Tell me. Plus, some people think you're crazy. Also, you have to be crazy today. You're crazy. Let that mind be in you, my favorite book said. You need to have a second mind that says, I got this. I own this life of mine. I'm going to make the decisions here. No one is going to tell me what my worth is or when I can have lunch. No one is going to hear me out and tell me I can take my family on vacation. No, I understand. There's a car that can take me somewhere else. That's the reason you said yes. Give yourself a round of cheers. Mr. Washington told Mr. Brown, change the way you think. 2, he told me to practice. Let's say it together. Okay, P, note this down. Only good people. Only good people. Not every person should be in your group. You only want good people. Here's something else. He said, Mr. Brown, yes, sir. This is what we're going to do in this talk. That is known as speaking power. He told me to work on my communication, how I show myself, and how I sell myself. He said that when you speak, people will know who you are. He said something else after that. Let's say it together with conviction. I want everyone to agree with me. Let's say it together. You must be hungry. Say it again. You must be hungry. He asked the young man, what do you want to do with your life? I told you, sir, I want to buy a house for my mom. He told her, you must be hungry. I asked, what do you mean by that? He said that hungry people are ready to do things that other people won't do today in order to get things that other people won't have tomorrow. He said that poor people don't give up. People who are hungry can't be stopped. People who are hungry won't give up. People who are hungry. They have to stop making excuses for not making their dream come true. I told him, I'm hungry. I'm hungry to take care of my mom. When I turn 18, I want to make sure she never has to pay another bill again. Sir, I'm hungry, Mr. Washington, for a different life. I'm not going to pass out in Liberty City. Sir, I want to go on a trip. I wish to travel the world. He told him, sir, you can do that. He told me to do OQP, only good people. He told her, I promise you, if you hang out with 9 broke people, you'll be number 10. He told you to change the way you think. Listen to these daily audiobooks that I'm giving you. I want you, Glenn Turner, to be great every day. It's Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, Jim Rohn, every day. Zigzag. Train your thoughts. Hey, Mr. Brown, he asked, how are you going to buy a house for your mom? I told him, sir, I want to be a DJ. He asked, is that right? Yes, sir. Okay, he says. He told me to work on my mind. These are my car keys. As we conclude today's session, remember this. It's necessary is more than a mantra. It's a call to action. It's about understanding that the path to success is paved with hard work, persistence, and unwavering dedication. When you recognize what is necessary and commit to it, you unlock the doors to your potential and your dreams. So starting today, embrace the necessity of your journey. Identify what you must do to reach your goals and take decisive action. Stay resilient in the face of adversity. Keep pushing forward even when it's tough, and never lose sight of why you started. Surround yourself with positive influences. Seek support when needed and stay true to your vision. Thank you for joining me on this journey of determination and empowerment. Remember, every step you take, every challenge you overcome brings you closer to your dreams. It's necessary to put in the work, to stay disciplined, and to believe in yourself. You have the strength, the courage, and the power within you to achieve greatness. Embrace what is necessary and watch as your life transforms in extraordinary ways. Your success is inevitable because you have decided that it's necessary.